Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am proud to say that Joe Biden will be the next president of the United States of America. Ding dong, the witch is dead, bitch. I am beyond excited as all of you. It has been a long 4 years. Just to touch on a few things here. And I'm not going to keep you long because I have to be in DC. I will be going to DC tonight. In a few. But just this whole week, like I had been getting up, and I don't know if you can relate to this. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. First off, hello everybody, how you doing? But during the week, I had been getting up, and my sleep was getting broken during the night, right? Like I would be waking up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't get back to bed till like 5, and then after, it was a lot. And it hit me today, among getting the news, I got the text message from my dear friend, Erica, that Biden was announced the projected winner. And I immediately felt ease, right? And it wasn't an ease, and I'm going to be very clear here, it wasn't an ease to the point where I'm like, oh, all of my problems are over. I'm not going to get stopped by the police no more. Systemic racism is gone. Like, I didn't feel like that. But I felt relieved that the madman is going to be meeting his exit. Okay? That's what it's about. And the first thing I'm going to start this off, because like I said, I'm not going to keep you probably 30 minutes tops, because I got to get on the train. But the thing is, people are excited and out in the street celebrating. If you've seen the news reports, if you've seen social media, in New York, Times Square is filled. Like, Times Square looked like New Year's Eve, bitch. In DC, they out and about. COVID is still very real, so be mindful. I did see a lot of masks, but it says something when you have terrorized the nation to the extent that people are just happy that you lost. Be clear. Some of these folks that voted for Biden wasn't crazy about him. He wasn't my first choice. Y'all know I'm Team Warren. But at this point, how much longer did you want to really live with that? Okay? To my woke black folks, y'all talking about reparations and all that, and I get it. But sis, let us have one day. Just because I'm celebrating the man being out of office doesn't mean that Trump lost. Doesn't mean that I automatically forgot what it's like to have this experience as a black person in America. I live here every fucking day. I don't think that that's something I'm just going to magically forget. Okay? Like, cut the shit. Like, are you not happy in your life? Do you need some dick? Do you need some ass? Like, I'm being real with y'all. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you that miserable that people can't have one fucking day? And it's a Saturday, bitch. It's Saturday. Let people have that Saturday. Motherfuckers been locked up in a house. Not only, think about it. Let people have that. Let people have their moment. Okay? Like, people have been hunkered down in their homes. They haven't been able to do things that they would like to do with their families because of this pandemic. And on top of that, some of these folks have lost their jobs. They've been unemployed, not getting their benefits. Okay? And then had to deal with a president who's fucking delusional and crazy. This release today, this release is not just, oh, Joe Biden won, or oh, Donald Trump lost. What you're seeing today in these streets is people having a good mental day. This celebration encompasses more than just an election. And I think you need to let people have their fucking moment. Because at the end of the day, what is your woke ass really going to do? Absolutely fucking nothing. You don't even own a home. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Talk to me when your credit score is 7 or better. Talk to me when I ain't got to give your kids a ride to school. Talk to me when your fingernails is not running away from your goddamn fingers because you can't afford a fill-in. Talk to me when your shape-up can be done without Beijing or them spraying that shit on the side of your head. Talk to me when that happens. Until then, you're not that fucking woke. Shut the hell up. Let people have their mental health day. You fucking like some of y'all, I'm like, are you never fucking happy? Like, the fuck, man? Second thing. Whether you like her or not, some of y'all didn't even know. And here's how, I'm gonna be real right now. Here's how fickle people are and how full of shit people are. A lot of y'all outside of California didn't even know who the fuck Kamala Harris was. The first time you saw Kamala Harris was in like one of them confirmation hearings for the Supreme Court judges. I forget which one it was. Or in the impeachment proceedings and shit. When she was going in doing her cross-examination. And y'all same ones that later went off on her. Yes, sis. Go off, sis. Oh my God. Bitch decides she wants to run for president. Record comes out. Oh, she's terrible. She's the worst person ever. I'm going to say this again for the people in the back. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers who've been employees their whole goddamn life and always got something to say about management. But when you give them the opportunity to sit in the management chair, motherfuckers can't make decisions. Okay? Until you sat in the big chair and had to make tough decisions and decisions that you may say, shit, I might later regret that, but right now I ain't got no other move. Like, what the fuck? You're looking for this standard of purity that you don't even have. You're trying to find God in a politician. You want the truth, the way, and the light? Read a Bible. Not the Constitution, honey. Because I hate to tell you this, anything that is man-made can be undone. And can be corrupted. And can be unjust. That's just the flaw in humanity itself. Y'all kill me with that. Y'all kill me with that. Kamala Harris, HBCU graduate. Alpha Kappa Alpha, a.k.a. Ski Week. I know I'm not supposed to say that shit, but y'all know what the fuck I mean. Shout out to y'all. Alright? That's like an accomplishment. And the crazy thing is, if you're of a certain age, I just knew Hillary Clinton was going to be the first woman in a presidential, any type of presidential capacity in the United States. I didn't see Kamala Harris coming. If you'd have told me, because I'm gonna keep it 100 with you right now, and every black person watching this gonna relate. When Barack was in office and he had his 8 years, in my mind, because of the way that this country works, and the other 70 million people that voted for Trump, I said we're not going to see a black person sitting in the big chairs in the White House no time soon, because we had our one. If you'd have told me 4 years later, after Barack made his exit, that a black woman was going to be sitting in the chair, I'd have fucking laughed at you. I would have laughed at you. Because I'm like, we're not going to get that shot. It's like being at home and you see the black person on Price is Right and they finally make it to the showcase showdown. Because, you know, niggas don't ever make it to the showcase showdown. Not that often. I'm keeping it 100 with you tonight. Stop it. Let this lady have her moment. You know what this victory does for HBCUs in this country? And let's talk about that win. Because a lot of y'all that's so woke, when it came time for your children to fill out college applications, you sent them to every fucking school but a HBCU. You wasn't thinking about sending your child to FAMU. You wanted them to go to Syracuse. You wasn't thinking about sending your child to motherfucking Virginia Union. You wanted them to go to Hopkins. Morgan State was your fucking backup. So now, Howard University, talk your shit. HU, you know, talk your shit. Because not only is your alumni the best of us, but now a HBCU gets to say a United States vice president went to these schools. Alpha Kappa Alpha, the fraternities get to say Al Soror is the vice president of the United States. Let's stop playing these games. God, y'all make me so mad with that bullshit. But anyway, shout out to Kamala Harris. Congrats. Your voice irritates the fuck out of me, but I can deal with it. You sound like you're whining all the time, but I live. I don't got no beef with Kamala, you know. But y'all need to stop that shit. For real. Now, what can we expect moving forward in the days ahead? This is the part, you ever seen on Waiting to Exhale when the guy that Layla Rashawn dating show up at her house in a hot leather vest and a leather pants, and he show up late and she meet him out on the balcony and she start throwing oranges at him and shit, and he be like, you raggedy bitch. Donald is basically Layla Rashawn, that man in the hot leather vest. He gonna talk his shit. He gonna show up at the house. You know what I'm saying? His mouth gonna be ridiculous. And we gonna have to deal with a tantrum for the next 74 days. Because it's 74 days, you know, until the inauguration. I'm counting down. That's basically who is. Donald Trump is basically when your homegirl who's in an abusive relationship finally decided she gonna leave. You know, and, you know, she like, my sister coming to pick me up. I'm packing my shit. Keep talking. I'm going to call the police. That's who he is. Donald Trump is basically Ike in the limo. Okay? When Tina finally got fed up with this shit and she started fucking him up with them heels and shit, and they walked into the hotel together. Both of them was fucked up, but she didn't care. And the only thing is, on January 20th, that's going to be when we run out the hotel room across the street and shit because we scared. But that's basically what this is. Now, we're going to have to deal with a lot of tantrums. There are going to be recounts, which is fine, bitch. Recount it. Don't nobody give a shit. You're going to see a bunch of lawsuits. Don't nobody give a shit. Donald found out today that Black lives really do matter because black people in the Phillies, the Detroits, the goddamn Atlantas and shit came back for that ass. Okay? And I'm just ready to move forward. As far as what Biden and Harris would do, I'm not expecting much because of the Senate that they have. I'm not expecting much because of people got to get adjusted. You got to get rid of all of these arcane policies that were created. Melania done fucked up the goddamn Rose Garden. We got to get that back together. Michelle left that shit looking icy. She going there, should look like the set piece for Rocky 6. So we got to deal with that. Okay? So moving forward, let's just try to be realistic. Be realistic. Okay? Hold people accountable. Hold people accountable. But be realistic. And I think, here's the thing. When I look at the Donald Trump presidency, and I think Ply said this, not that he's somebody you should be quoting, but I'm just saying it was a good point. Donald Trump definitely proved that racism is still alive and well in America. There's not a such thing as a post-racial America. That's just not the case. We found that out these last 4 years. He also made us learn the process, right? Like, in the next couple of weeks, we'll be going through the inauguration process, how everything will work, the turnover, all of that good stuff. So we'll have plenty to discuss because there's a lot to discuss. But prior to this presidency, motherfuckers wasn't looking at battleground states. People wasn't looking at running for office. So many different types of people ran for office in midterm elections. We got the runoff races in Georgia. The runoff races in Georgia, which are going to be very important, and I will be covering that because if we can pick up 2 Democratic senators, that'll put things in a much better place. So we got those runoff races. Hopefully we can get at least Warnock in there. So we need to channel all of that energy into those Georgia races because we're not out of the woods yet. We still have some opportunity. So we need to focus all of our energy into Georgia and making sure that, we ensure victory for that. And I'm gonna share something with you, the cabinet. We've been doing this since, early 2018? Like summer 2018, around August, right? So we've been doing this over 2 years. And over the 2 years that I've been doing this, I have never felt so full and purpose. And I'm getting sentimental right now, but I've seen some of you out in the streets, some of you at comedy shows, jazz shows that I've been to, concerts. Some of you have come to my own music concerts and shows, and I really thank y'all for that. And it made me doing this so worth it. So worth it. And we've really grown and learned together. Even down to doing a show, I've looked at, we need to make the show more like industry and lights and all of that stuff. And I tried that and you guys really didn't like it. But I found that what I love and what was appealing to what it is that we do here when we meet is that it feels like, and I would like to hope that you feel this way, it feels like your friend or your homeboy or your cousin who is semi-aware and can walk you through some shit and y'all having a discussion and talking. I think that's the appeal of what it is that I do and why I love it. It's not the most, bright lights Hollywood type of situation. There are a lot of people who do political commentary and they got the mics and, all of that. But that's not really my thing. My thing is being very transparent and very honest. I mean, as we've done this show, you've seen my cat. You've lived through that. My cat passing away. You've seen me bake apple pies in the middle of cabinet meetings. We've done a lot together. We've done a lot together, and I thank y'all so much for tuning in and being faithful and loyal, and just learning with me, because I learn with you guys. But on that note, congrats once again to Stacey Abrams, to all of the people who worked on the ground to get voters registered, to fight voter suppression and things of that nature, and just get everybody out and about, because honestly, without those efforts, we would just not be where we are today in this position. So, I'm going to have drinks tonight. I got to hop on a train and go over to D.C., and tomorrow will be a new day. It'll be one of the most peaceful Sundays. We have to get ready for the shit show that's going to ensue. I know Biden is going to be talking tonight at 8. In case you're home. A lot of us are home, right, because it's COVID. But Biden's going to be addressing the nation at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So tune into that. And we'll be meeting, of course, throughout the next few weeks, of course, as we always do, because it's a lot going on, a lot to address, transitions and things of that nature. So with that being said, if you're not following me on social media, make sure you do that at Dapper Dan Midas. Also on YouTube, youtube.com/Secretary of Shade. Y'all have a great Saturday. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll be talking soon. Peace and love. Love y'all.